So here we are at Hampden Park, Scottish Cup final, Celtic against Rangers. It's the first time actually, Alison, the two sides have met in a final since 2002. On that day, Rangers fans went home happy. There was a late winner from Peter Lovenkrands, but 22 years on, it seems as if the bookies think that Celtic are the hot favourites for this one.
Yeah, I think Celtic will go into it in confident frame of mind. I think they're probably everyone's favourites ahead of it, just given the way that the season ended for both teams. However, I think it's a one-off game. It's a cup final. I think probably Rangers go into it under more pressure. I think a need to show that there's still a bit of heart, a bit of fight about that team, and also that there's something there that the foundations can be set upon for next season.
Hopefully a blue-nose win and hopefully by a couple of goals maybe, but I'm confident but not overconfident.
The thoughts of today's game, I think it's going to be a tough game, but I think we'll win 3-1. I think we'll really do quite well this year, to be honest. Well, next year anyway. I think we'll end on a high this year, to be honest. I'll get £100 for a ticket. I'll take 10 times my money back because I came all right today. Anything else?
Not yet.
Yeah, so looking forward to it. High hopes, but given some of the chances we've missed recently, it's not looked too good. But it's high hopes, but you can be hopeful, but you never know.
Well, if we keep 11 players in the pitch, we'll have a chance. Hopefully, just wishing for to play the best we can.
We're going to win comfortably 3-0.
Everybody's looking at Philippe Clement and thinking to themselves, well, he's got to come up with a different plan, because at the moment plan A in 4 games has been 3 wins for Celtic and 1 draw. So I just wonder what he's going to do to try and destabilise this Celtic side with the midfield and the guys who have been scoring the goals, because they haven't been able to do it so far.
Yeah, I think midfield is key. I think if you look at Callum McGregor across games this season, I think he's been very dominant. I think both he and Rio Hatate really had a grip of that midfield, dominated the play in the game at Celtic Park just a few weeks ago, and I think that's pivotal to Rangers getting a positive outcome. I think it would be about addressing that imbalance in the middle of the park and trying to negate the influence of McGregor.
I think we're definitely the favourites given the form we've had over the last couple of months. I think if we play to our form that we have in the last wee while, I think we'll win. I'm a wee bit worried about any dodgy VAR decisions, but other than that, I think if we play well, we should win 3-1.
Oh, very confident, very, very confident. 3-1, no problem.
Got to be Celtic by a goal at least. Feel confident after all the other successes this season, so hopefully come away with a result expected. Yeah, that'll be Celtic. Hail.
I think Celtic are going to win. Score prediction will need to be 3-0. End the season on a high. It'd be well deserved. I think we've had our ups and downs. But what do you think, Patrick? Are Celtic going to get the win?
Hey, hell.
Go for it. There you go. Come on the hoops.
Fairly confident. I think we've got big team players, lots of experience in big games, and I think we've got more match winners in our squad. But it's a cup final. You never know. I think it'll be tight. I think first goal is always key, and hopefully we can get the first goal and see us into the win in the final.
It's Celtic against Rangers. It's the last match of the domestic season. Rangers have won the Scottish League Cup. Celtic have won the Scottish Premiership. What do you think is going to happen in this match? Celtic against Rangers, Hampden Park in Glasgow on the 25th of May. Well, at the end of the Scottish Cup final, it finished, Ali, 1-0 to Celtic. It looked as if it was always going to be just one moment that was going to seize that cup, and Celtic snatched it.
Yeah, I think so. I think there's very little between the teams. I think there's a very strong argument to make that Rangers were the better team, particularly in the second half. I thought Celtic enjoyed a lot of dominance, a lot of the ball in the opening period without any penetration, without really working Jack Butland. In fact, I think the shot that led to the goal was Celtic's only real shot of target across the duration of the 90 minutes. Yeah, I think it was always going to be ran on. I think Rangers will be sore at the way that they've lost it, because I think they'll feel as though Celtic had been there for the taking today.
I'm sad, disappointed, angry to miss out. His heart's so short after the game, but my initial feelings are that I don't think we deserve to lose that game. I think it was pretty much equal. Felt on the pitch like things were going more our way, and then I don't want to call it a sucker punch because I think that's a bit disrespectful, but feels like one.
Yeah, well, that's it. I speak to Joe after the game, and what a better way to finish, like tight game, derby match, and 90-minute goal. So brilliant for the players. Showed everything that we needed to show in the game. Probably not massive quality within the game, but you get the job done by being together, and that's been our message all season: is resilience, being together, working for each other, and that can carry a long way in football.
Wasn't a classic game. I think Philippe Clement will certainly feel as if he got the tactics right. They managed to stifle Celtic, and then of course that goal that was disallowed. There were actually a couple of calls for penalties, one for Celtic, one for Rangers in the first half, but other than that the quality was low.
Yeah, I think so. I thought it was scrappy, I thought it was turgid at points. I think neither team really looked capable of getting in behind and forcing goalkeepers into mistakes or forcing opportunities on goal. I thought it always had the look that one goal might win it, which is why I think the first goal, when it was going to come, was going to be so important. And I think Celtic will just be relieved now, over the line. It's been a fantastic finale for them. It gives them an opportunity, a fairly solid foundation now to go and build again across the summer and then look towards the Champions League next season.
We get 2 shots on target today. We get a goal. We get ourselves. We created 6 shots on target. So we need to score in that moment. And then if you have the scenario also that you score goals and they are disallowed in that way, that's also at that moment a disappointment if I compare with the push that Scales can give to Dusan Sterling in the first half. Around 16, in 16, I don't know, I didn't see the situation back, but it's a much bigger push than what happened with Joe Hart today. If I see also how all the Celtic defenders are grabbing my players and having their arms around their neck, around their waist, it's a really big call to disallow that goal.
At the end of the day, as many a person will tell you, the stats are the all-important facts at the end of a match. Celtic scored that goal. Ida, will he be worthy of a new deal? I wonder if he'll be back here as a Celtic player with a deal in the summer.
I think it would make sense. I think he was an underwhelming arrival when he came in January. I think Celtic fans scoffed at it. It wasn't what they had wanted, but he came in and very quickly won them over. He scored big goals, he scored late goals, and arguably scored the most important goal of his career here at Hampden this afternoon.
Look, when I signed, that was what I wanted to do. I wanted to play games, score goals, and I think I've done that quite well this season. And I'm confident again. I've said it before. Coming here has been the turnaround in my career. You know, the love I've got from everyone has been amazing. I'm back enjoying football.
Brendan Rodgers will have an air of satisfaction and look back on what was at the start maybe turbulent, people questioning whether he should be back. He's certainly enjoying himself now because he's a double winning manager. Yeah,
Fantastic season. I think Celtic came to life just at the key point of the season, in addition to big players getting back to full fitness just for that run in. But yeah, a fantastic end to the season for Rodgers, for Celtic. I think it now just sets him up into the summer, gives him an opportunity to go and build from a winning point.
The league and for me in the Scottish Cup over many years growing up, they were virtually aligned in terms of their importance. And I think obviously with Champions League and the money and everything else, it's probably made the title that bit more prestigious. However, the Scottish Cup and the history of this club with it means it's still so important, and I think you could see that in the game, and you've seen it with the supporters in the end. So I know my job here. My job is to protect the real rich history of this club, whilst writing and continuing the chapter of this team to continually win trophies.
I see it's ingrained in the walls. It's ingrained in the people that come to support us. You know, we don't. That fan base is superb, and you know why? Not because it doesn't just turn up and cheer and sing songs and say everybody don't worry about it. It expects, you know what? When you play with passion and when you play with a desire to work for the badge, they get behind you. And when we're together as one, it's very hard to stop domestically.